Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Cliff with Buckeye Drone, and we are live here at the beautiful Portage Lake State Park. And we are live today to share out the grand opening ceremony here at the new Portage Lakes Visitor Center here. As you can see, right on the edge of the Portage Lakes. You can see the dock with the Portage Princess and some boats back there, but they're just getting ready to start here. Wanted to go live, share this out there with someone you think would find it interesting. We're gonna turn on the mic down there again, so enjoy the ceremony, share this out there. Let me know how we're coming through on the stream too. It looks like we've got a strong stream.
Yeah, I would have believed you. People think about those things. You should have just went with it. I would have believed you.
Tell me when you're ready. They're coming right through there. Yep. So, well, I'll announce them. They're listening for me. I can see them.
We haven't been using the video in anything.
What's that?
We haven't been using ribbon cutting video in anything.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take it on my phone.
Video?
Yeah, but. Man, it is windy. I'm gonna crouch next time. Yeah, please do. After my thank you. Oh, nice to meet you. My name is Karina. I was reading our second year. Oh, perfect. Okay. You guys running something? Yeah. So we.
Good afternoon. Can everybody hear me? Well, I'd like to say welcome to Portage Lakes State Park. Thank you all for being here. My name is Mike Studeni. I'm the park manager here. I also have Rocky Carpenter, who helps out with managing this place. It's a lot, as most of you know. So we are here. We are excited, and we're going to get this kicked off. To start this off, we're going to have our wonderful honor guard get started. We welcome the Ohio Department of Natural Resources, Parks and Watercraft Honor Guard. If you would, if able, please remove your caps. Please stand. We are going to have Kenna Jacoby, our local Coventry High School, perform the national anthem once the arms are presented.
Rector. Present.
Thank you. You may be seated. So here we are, folks. A little over a year ago, we dug some dirt, and then we dug a lot more. I am truly honored and thrilled to stand before you today as we celebrate this ribbon cutting of our brand new Portage Lakes Visitor Center. This moment is more than just an opening of a building. It is an opening of new opportunities, new connections, and new memories for our entire community. The Portage Lakes are such a special place. For generations, families have come here to boat, fish, swim, and hike, just to simply enjoy the beauty of nature. These waters, the shorelines, are woven into the fabric of this community. Today, with this new visitor center, we are giving the lakes a front door to where everyone is welcome, everyone is informed, and inspired to explore and protect this treasured resource. This project could not have come to life without the vision, generosity, and determination of so many partners. I'm going to do my best to go through with my deepest gratitude and thank them. I first want to thank our OD&R administration with Director Mertz, Chief Cobb, Chief Winter, and all the other folks in our agency. Without this support, we never would have been able to do any of this. Ozan Construction, Leggett Architects, OFCC with Susan Milligan, Noble Winds for our wonderful pieces of art and places to rest, the Portage Lakes Advisory Council, the Dragon Dream Team, our Autism Society of Greater Akron, the City of New Franklin, and Mayor Paul Adamson. We have Senator Amelia Sykes, Representative Jack Daniels, County Executive Eileen Shapiro, and so many others. I would be remiss if I didn't say thank you to my family for over the last year putting up with me, listening to this project from afar. Thank you for every step of the way that you've helped. To my incredible staff, both here at Portage Lakes and at Wingfoot, we work hand in hand between these two parks, and without them, none of this would have been possible. They're creative, and their commitment to make everything perfect is always on display. Thank you. I also want to say thanks to our law enforcement with Lieutenant Orwick and Captain Desch. Thank you for keeping our parks safe and our waterways safe. Without you guys and gals, we wouldn't be able to do it. Your support, your time, and your belief in this project have been invaluable. This building stands a testament not just of bricks and mortar, but of strength, spirit of the Portage Lakes community. Looking ahead, I see this visitor center as more than just a facility. I see it as a hub for education, conservation, and community engagement. A place where school groups will learn about the natural world, where families will plan adventures, and where neighbors will gather to celebrate the land and water that unite us all. Together, we will ensure that the Portage Lakes continue to thrive, not only as a destination and recreation, but also for relaxation, but as a legacy of natural beauty and community and pride for generations to come. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here today and sharing in this special moment with us. Let's celebrate not just this new building, but a new chapter for the Portage Lakes. At this time, I would like to introduce our director, Mary Mertz. Since her appointment by Governor Mike DeWine, the Ohio Department of Natural Resources Director Mertz has been a passionate and effective leader in preserving and enhancing Ohio's natural resources. She oversees the divisions that manage not only our state parks, but our forests, preserves, water resources, and so many more, ensuring that Ohioans have access to safe, beautiful, and well-maintained outdoor spaces. Her leadership has strengthened recreational opportunities on Ohio's public lands and waterways, from inland lakes, scenic rivers, supporting both conservation and public enjoyment. Be my honor, and please join me in welcoming a true steward of outdoor recreation and conservation, Director Mary Mertz.
Thank you, Mike. I am so excited to be here today. This is an exciting day to celebrate a terrific achievement. And, talking about achievements, and I want to thank one more person, Governor Mike DeWine. He has made state parks a priority across the entire state, and it's only with his support and the resources that he has made sure that have been available to us. I don't know if you all have seen, but a couple of weeks ago, we won an award, which you'll see inside, #1 state park system in the nation. #1. And we got that because of investments like this. We've had the opportunity and the resources to have terrific investments, both in capital infrastructure, in talent, in programming, in all the things that make for a great park system. But we're glad to be here today at Portage Lake State Park. And, I'm so glad that each and every one of you are here to help celebrate this new facility. So we manage a lot of fantastic destinations at ODNR, 76 state parks. You all need to visit every one of them. You can buy a passport in there and get your stamp at each one. Our nature preserves, our wildlife areas, our state forests. But our state parks are one of the greatest outdoor treasures in the state of Ohio. And, we're excited about, and on this award that we got, just so you know, the finalists were Wyoming and Florida. So we won over those two states at the end. Those were all the folks who made it to the end of the stage. And I think it's a reflection on outstanding staff, and that's who brought this facility together as well. So we're here on the shore of Turkey Foot Lake to celebrate new opportunities for education and recreation right here at Portage Lake State Park. So this park, like the 75 other state parks across the state, is a gateway to the great outdoors. And we think this visitor center will be an important gateway to the Portage Lakes. I'm sure many of you here, you know the lakes like the back of your hand. Maybe you live on the lake. You're constantly traversing the lake. But to bring in tourists and have them feel comfortable and know what there is to do and enjoy, we think this will be a great center to teach them that, as well as for people who live here just to come and gather and have some wonderful verandas to sit on. So this park represents a great slice of Ohio's history. The Portage Lakes area earned its name from its importance along early travel routes. I think many of you know the Native Americans and early settlers would travel along the Cuyahoga River or the Tuscarawas River systems, exit those waterways, and then portage their canoes and goods overland to continue their journey. And so these early watery highways supported travel, trade, growth of this region, and the early success of Ohio as a state. And as the canal system developed, these lakes were turned into feeder reservoirs for the canals, and that history is represented inside the visitor center that you'll explore today. So before we head inside, I want to give you a little bit of a preview on what you're going to see. You'll be able to learn about the role of water in the history of this part of northeastern Ohio. We feature exhibits on Ohio's past, from prehistoric time to the canal era to the present day. So check out the mural timeline to see depictions of what life was like for people during all of those different eras. And after a little bit of history, visitors can learn about flowing water. I promise this is educational and fun. An enormous interactive map of the entire area shows how water flows through the entire Portage Lakes system. I spent a lot of time on these lakes, mostly looking at dams and figuring out how we can spend a lot of money to keep those dams alive so that the lakes stay alive. And so how that water moves is very important. For kids, there's a replica of a Chris Craft boat. It will welcome aboard kids to imagine cruising through the open waters of the lakes during a fun day in the sun. And the kids and artists among us can also experiment with light and color at the interactive Everbright exhibit. It's sort of like a giant modern light bright that many of us had when we were kids. And while they play in that area, the adults can plan the next family adventure at the park. So this park has over 6 miles of trails to hike, 2,000 acres of water where you can take a relaxing swim, although probably not today. It'd be too cold for me today. Maybe some of you would jump in there, but not me. So whether you like to hike, swim, fish, hunt, boat, play disc golf, picnic, or just take in the sights and sounds of the outdoors, this state park has something for every visitor. And when you come, you'll find some really nice and open restrooms, which are very important to park visitors, as I've discovered. Get you refreshed for more action in the park. Just, we have 1,400 restrooms across the state at our parks. And as we've discovered from the mail we receive, I think that's almost the most important thing that we can provide. So it's, you got to be comfortable while you're visiting. And we're so proud of our parks. I'll share with you, we recently produced an IMAX movie that we think tells the story of conservation, tells the story of Ohio's beauty, and really tells the story of how when we work to restore nature, nature restores us, both physically and in our soul. And I hope all of you will have a chance to see this movie. So last night we opened it in Toledo at Imagination Station. They have a big screen. We opened it at the Cincinnati Museum Center a couple of nights ago. They also have a giant IMAX theater. We'll be opening it in Columbus at COSI and in Cleveland, it's probably your closest place, at the Museum of Natural History. And those openings will be in November. So later it'll be at the Great Lakes Science Center, so it'll be at all the major museum screens in Ohio. We'll even do some showings in Dayton at the Boonshoft, where they just have a planetarium, but they're so excited they want to show the movie anyway. It'll also play at AMC theaters across the state. So if it's an AMC theater with an IMAX option, you can see it there. And I think you're going to be blown away. I think it'll take your breath away how beautiful our very own state is. So I hope you get a chance to see that. But meanwhile, we're right here at the most beautiful of all the parks, Portage Lake State Park. And so I hope you all can enjoy it with this beautiful new visitor center. So now I want to take a minute. We have a couple of special guests with us today, and I know they want to say a few words. So we're excited. If I could invite Congresswoman Sykes up, we would love to have you join us at the podium and share what you have.
Hello and good afternoon. Okay, I know you all are excited. I'll just trust that you all are excited about it. This is a beautiful day, and we certainly could not have ordered better weather, but if you're not from Ohio's 13th Congressional District, it is like this every day. So please come back and welcome. And it's good to see the entire city of New Franklin here, so thank you. Good afternoon again. My name is Amelia Sykes, and I am honored to serve as the Congresswoman representing Ohio's 13th Congressional District. And this is certainly an incredible day for us to celebrate something truly transformational here in Northeast Ohio at the Portage Lake State Park. First, let me extend a heartfelt thank you to New Franklin Mayor Paul Adamson. Mayor Adamson, where are you? There you go. Please give him a round of applause, as well as the Ohio Department of Natural Resources Director Mary Mertz. Good to see you again, and everyone who worked to make this project a reality. So every year, the city of New Franklin welcomes over 250,000 visitors to its recreational venues. This includes Portage Lake State Park, the Towpath Trail, and Tudor House. And this new visitor center will serve as a gateway to the state park and will help ensure that these visitors feel welcomed and have the resources that they need to best enjoy the beautiful natural resources that Northeast Ohio has to offer. But I want to talk to you about something as we stand here today that many people take for granted, and that's water. In Congress, I'm a member of the Water Resources and Environment Subcommittee, on the Transportation and Infrastructure Subcommittee, that's a mouthful, and I am proud to advocate for clean water, water infrastructure modernization, and federal funding to support community efforts to protect bodies of waters just like here in Portage Lakes. Of course, we know this area is known for its water and the lakes, making it a very popular birding, boating, and fishing destination. Water is something that many of us take for granted, yet in Ohio, many communities have water systems that are in need of repair or not quite complete. And so I am proud to have helped secure nearly $1 million, $960,000 to help extend the water and sewer lines in New Franklin, including to this spot where we are all standing here today. This nearly 4,000 square foot center will feature an interactive map, quiet spots for rest, and outdoor spaces to soak up the sun. And yes, it has a modern restroom facility. As the director was saying that, I leaned over to Rep. Daniels and I said, this is one of those things only a director will love. But I certainly have found my person, because that's how excited I get about sewer systems too. So not the sexiest thing in Congress, but when you don't have it, you certainly know it, and you wish somebody would have thought it was really exciting. But standing here in a place like Portage Lakes Park, it is easy to see how vital it is to protect our environment and make sure that we have clean water and we're investing in it. And so I'm so glad to have been a part of investing and securing these funds. You know, about a year or so ago, Mayor Adams and I stood here, I did the check presentation, and this was not here. And so as we pulled up, I was amazed at the transformation and how quickly did it, and I'm sure that they will all say it was under budget too. And so I just, again, want to say thank you. And if you all will allow me before I take my seat to recognize Mayor Adamson, who has been an incredible partner as I have served in Congress. You know, I found out at the State of the County that he wasn't running for re-election, and I was a little upset with him because I thought we were better than that, Mayor. I would have found out another way. But he has been a stalwart advocate for this community. He is in constant conversation with me, encouraging me, demanding that I help deliver results for New Franklin, and he is certainly, and his leadership is going to be missed, and I think it deserves a round of applause again for Mayor Adamson. So again, thank you for allowing me to be here. The final thing I will say is, you know, in talking about movies, director, I watched this movie yesterday called Escaping Ohio. Yes. And it talked about, it was from a young woman who is from this area. She produced it and starred in it. And it was a coming of age story, if you will. And her best friend was trying to convince her to stay in Ohio and not move to one of the coasts. And he set out to show her all of the beautiful attractions and things that you can do in Northeast Ohio. And quite a bit of this movie was filmed in Akron and surrounding areas. And so as I sit here, and as I was sitting here listening and looking out at the lake, I don't see any reason for people to escape Ohio. You can find a lot of your American dream right here at home. And I am so grateful to have been a part of ensuring that this facility is here so people don't feel the need to escape Ohio, and they can find it here. So thank you again for allowing me to be a part of this presentation, and congratulations again.
Another special guest, you know, we can't do this without capital money that is supported by the General Assembly, and we are really, truly grateful for their support. So, Representative Jack Daniels, if you'd like to join us for a few words.
Thank you very much, Representative Sykes, Director Mertz, Mike and Rocky. You know, I don't have a written speech. This is home for me, and what's happening here, the investment the state's doing. This is something that doesn't happen by accident and happens by advocacy. And we've got a good team of people here at the Portage Lake State Park. I totally agree, the most beautiful state park. And it's a state park that's a little different than many because people live here. You know, when you visit a lot of state parks, you go down a long driveway and you get there, and it's all wilderness. Here we've got some wilderness, but we've also got houses, and we got people that call this home every day and play in this water, on the ice. It's a very special community, and we've deserved this for many, many years. We've deserved flush toilets for many, many years. That is not a small thing here at the park. So I really want to thank everybody. This is very heartwarming to see this many people here from Coventry, New Franklin, Greene, the three communities that make up the Portage Lake State Park. Thank you all for all your support, and keep up the good work taking care of our lakes here. Thank you.
How do I follow that? Well, I'll tell you how. I'm going to introduce you to Ohio State Parks and Watercraft's Chief Glenn Cobb. Chief Cobb is a passionate advocate for both land and water recreation, whether it's expanding access to kayaking, fishing, enhancing campground experiences, or supporting events bringing communities together, like celebrations today. His excitement is always evident. He believes that the power of parks is to inspire and educate and unite. He's made it his mission to ensure every visitor feels that magic. If you would, please join me in welcoming a champion of Ohio State Parks and Watercraft, Chief Glenn Cobb.
Thank you, Manager Studeni. You read that just as I wrote it, and I appreciate that. I just want to say how important it is to be here and the investment that we've made into this state park. Having served as park manager at Grand Lake St. Mary's and also as a district manager over Lake Loramie and Indian Lakes, the Canal Lakes are a different parks. The community is right on you and amongst you. And I am proud to note that under this last administration and this administration, you have 5 dams up here. Unfortunately, the glacier didn't come through Ohio. And we had to make our own lakes. And as such, we have to build dams and rivers and creeks and that sort of thing. So the legislature has been very, very good as far as funding that. And that doesn't get funded without the governor wanting that to happen. And the last administration, this administration, we've spent $135 million up at Portage Lakes alone, fixing 5 of those 7 dams. And incredible investment. And what's fun is doing something like this. This is a front-facing thing. Generally, when folks would come, they would know the lakes are not private, but where's the state park, right? This gives an identity to the state park. This gives folks a place to come to. So Ohio is incredibly proud of our 76 state parks. We've been in business since 1949, and of course this lake was here long prior to us being formed back in the day. One of the things that sets us apart is every single one of these are free to entry. And I belong to National Association of State Park Directors. I meet with state park directors from Alaska to California, everywhere in between. I think we're on of only 5 or 6 systems in the nation that do not charge an entrance fee. And the governors from the past to present have worked hard to make sure that that stays the way, and we want to see that continue. Whether you are able to hike, paddle, swim, camp, bike, or simply take the beauty of nature, there's truly something for everyone in our state parks, and people are noticing. So in 2024, we do not track every visitor that comes in because we do not charge an entrance fee or a parking fee. But the one thing that we do track is our overnight guest and when they come and stay overnight with us. So if you come to one of our campgrounds and stay overnight, that's 1 overnight, or 1 cabin, 1 overnight, or a lodge room. So just to let you know how popular state parks are and how important the investments of our legislature and our governor has made into our system. In the past 2 years, last 3 years, we've been over 1 million overnights. That is equivalent to about 3.5 million people staying with us overnight, which is record levels. So it's incredibly important in a state where agriculture is very, very important and where we have a great number of cities that people have places to go that do not have access to nature. So with this facility, we now have improved access to the lake, including ADA accessible pathway to the beach. And you would know, if you've been out in the summer, in 90-degree days, where do people go? They go to the beach. And this is something we're very, very proud of. Because we don't charge an entrance fee, anyone with whatever amount of income, they can come and enjoy our beaches, and they're very, very crowded. None of this would be possible without the incredible people behind us. Thank you to the Ohio State Parks and Watercraft staff, especially Park Manager Mike Studeni and Rocky Carpenter. We have a very, very good leadership team, all the way from our governor down through our director and so on and so forth. But the local leadership and vision has been key to making this facility a reality. Their dedication to making Portage Lakes not only a beautiful but also welcoming and accessible and is all truly inspiring. Mike and Rocky, along with the entire team here, have created a space that will enhance the park experience and bring even more visitors to our park's beach, water, disc golf course, and trails. They worked hard to make sure this park is not just a place to visit, but also a place to connect with family and friends, with the community. And I'm proud to say that this park and the entire Ohio State Park System is a proud winner of the National Gold Medal Award of Excellence for Park and Recreational Management. We've only won that one other time. That was back in '97. And when and we have a former Assistant Chief, John Dobney, out here, when we were both very much younger. This prestigious award is the highest honor a state can receive in our field. It's a testament to hard work and passion of folks like Mr. Studeni, Mr. Carpenter, and their team. We're at the local level. That's where they make it happen. And to everyone that makes this park so special, to naturalists, the maintenance crew, law enforcement officers, and administrative teams, community members, and volunteers, thank you. You make Portage Lakes a place where people feel at home and where new memories can be made every day. To our visitors, thank you for making this a part of your life. This new facility is here for you, and we can't wait to see this memories you create here. And finally, a big thanks again to Governor and First Lady Mike and Fran DeWine, our Director Mary Mertz, for their continued support. My boss also, Mindy Banky, and their leadership ensures that Ohio parks remain a place of enjoyment, education, and connection for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Cobb. It's great working under your guidance. Okay. Let's see here. So next, I would like to introduce Chief Winter. He is our Chief of Engineering. It takes a lot, not only to build a brand new building, but to make it beautiful and engaging. This is a great feat. ODNR Engineering does an amazing job at keeping projects moving and bringing us to celebrations like this. Please help me welcome ODNR Chief of Engineering, Jeremy Winter.
Thanks, Mike. It's great to be back here today. Just about 13 months ago, actually, I think exactly 13 months ago, on September 10th of 2024, we were celebrating the groundbreaking right here for this project. And now it's pretty exciting to see all those ideas and designs built and ready to enjoy. So throughout this year, we've been recognizing all of the incredible places and spaces that work together to serve as Ohio's gateways to its incredible outdoors. The new visitor center will be our newest gateway, but this project needed a lot of groundwork ahead of time before we could get started on it. And we've talked about a lot already, but over the past 20 years, ODNR has invested in the infrastructure and dams in this surrounding area to support the beautiful lakes and recreation areas of Portage Lake State Park. It's important to always remember to thank our ODNR directors, the governors, and our general assemblies that helped support and commit resources to these incredible projects. I'm very thankful for that, because the work was necessary to protect the unique and nearly 200-year-old lakes and canal system in this community and the park itself. I personally became involved in the work at Portage Lakes about 11 years ago with the start of the Long Lake Dam project, Work progressed from there to East Reservoir and then finally to North Reservoir. And along the way, I had many opportunities to meet and work with members of this community. At the time, we were just totally focused on infrastructure, but I know Park Manager Mike Studeni and his team, they had their eyes set on building a centerpiece and a gathering place for this park and for the community. And with all that work done, we finally got the opportunity to work on this new visitor center. Now, legend has it that the project team had cooked up hundreds of places to put this visitor center, but Mike Studeni said this was the only place this could go. And along the same lines, Mike said, we've got to make sure that we tie in the beach and the waterfront into this incredible space. And both those things are on display as you walk around this building today. I'll tell you what, the project team took good notes and we got to work. And the results speak for themselves. The building is truly designed to be that gateway to the outdoors here at Portage Lake State Park. As you come inside, you'll be greeted by exhibits, amenities, and beautiful spaces, but hopefully you'll also be encouraged the entire time to come back outside as soon as you can. A wonderful example of this can be found on the back patio area, which looks out towards the lake and the beach, and it's a reminder of warm, sunny days, probably, hopefully, even in the coldest days of winter. And it does sound simple sometimes, but I know we've mentioned it a lot already. An important feature of this project was to bring the first flush restrooms to the state park. And it was a big deal. And I'm so thankful for all the efforts to bring the water and sewer connections back to this area. And I do want to make sure I extend a special thank you to Mayor Paul Adamson for his collaboration. Very early on, as we were getting started with this project, he said, hey, wait, we got an opportunity here. I'm so glad we did. So thank you so much for that time and effort. Along the same lines, I want to make sure I thank the incredible Portage Lakes State Park team and our Parks and Watercraft staff, along with Chief Cobb, for providing the teamwork and understanding that is necessary during any construction project. I want to thank Graphite Design and MDC for all of their work with the exhibits inside the building. I'd also like to thank the design team at Leggett Architects. Along the same lines, I want to make sure I thank the construction professionals at Ozan Construction for their work and craftsmanship that brought this building together. And finally, I do want to thank Director Mertz. She's been working on a number of these different special projects this year with our team, and her leadership and her time really led to the great outcomes that we've seen all year, celebrating these great gateways to the outdoors here in Ohio. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing this building opened and ready to serve the Portage Lake State Park community, the visitors, and their families as our newest gateway to Ohio's great outdoors. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for your remarks, for joining us. I know most of you are excited to get inside here and check out our new place. Before we cut this ribbon, I just wanted to say one other thing. I'm much better speaking from the heart than I am reading from a paper. So I just want to say thank you to every one of you that is out here. Thank you to your neighbors and your friends for believing in me and our community and Ohio State Parks and Watercraft. It means the absolute world to me that we could present this building and this place for future memories for all time. So thank you, and with that, let's cut this ribbon.
This makes, that's why I said this makes us.
All right, so, yeah.
We're all on the wrong side. Let's come around.
We're going to go on the other side, okay?
I'm not. Figured somebody might want to tell us. I'll be beside you. I'm not standing here.
I'll hold this.
I'm good. How are you? Good to you. All right.
How you doing?
It's a glorious day.
Did you order the weather?
Divine.
Right under there.
Lindsay, I'm getting the picture. I know. I just need to make sure we don't.
So everybody's gonna look at me. You're gonna hold your scissors like you're going to cut, but you're not going to. We're just gonna smile and take a picture, and then we'll do another countdown.
All right, here they go, getting ready to cut that ribbon and open this visitor center up here. Everybody's getting their pictures.
All right, and we'll be ready to cut in 3, 2, 1.
Thank you, Zoe.
Very cool. What a beautiful facility. What a great job by everybody here at the parks.
This is for you. Did you?
Yeah, do it. Head on in.
So that's it. The park is or the visitor center is officially open down here. And you can see people going to funnel in and check it out.
I'm going by myself, I guess.
So we're just going to let it roll here for a little bit, but stand by. We will be back with some views from inside the visitor center here shortly. I'm going to let it roll a little bit. We'll come back live from the inside of the visitor center later on. But thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing our stuff out there. We sure appreciate you. You can look
Hello,
back
everyone. Thanks again for
at
being
Cliff
here today. Just to let you know, I think we've got this amazing crowd here. There is a capacity limit, so we might hit a point where we reach that limit. If so, you've got coffee, burgers, donuts over there. The Portage Princess, you can go on a ride on the boat down here in the lake, and you can also check out the back because there's plenty of really cool things to see back here too.
Did ya? Thank you.